Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your monthly reading for February 2024. This is for Virgo and Virgo rising, and we are going to jump right into it, Virgo. This is a big month. It's a loaded month. We have 26 aspects. It's pretty much an aspect for every day of the month. And it's a leap year. We also have 8 conjunctions. That is a dramatic pause. That's huge. I can't even begin to tell you how rare this is to have 8 conjunctions. We'll talk about this later. This is rare. Some of these conjunctions you will not see for many years. Some of these are insanely rare. The other thing is we have no planets retrograde, and that is a big thing. It does make a big difference. Like, you will feel things moving forward really, really fast. And we not only have we don't have 1 planet or 2 planets or 3 planets. We have 6 planets moving through Aquarius. Huge. Okay, we're in Aquarius season. We have Mercury, we have Mars, we have Venus. We moving in Aquarius. Pluto is in Aquarius. I mean, this is really, really big. And we have a new moon in Aquarius. So I'm counting that too. This is huge. There's going to be some major overlaps here, and this is all in your 6th house, okay? All in your 6th house. Everyday activities, routines, a lot of work, process of work, labor, health, fitness, even pets. Like, this is a big time, okay? Especially with all these conjunctions. Now, the other thing is, we are going to have a square. The sun's going to square Uranus, and so is Mercury. That's going to happen, and I'm going to bring that up later. That is potentially like a wall that you may have to like break through, or something unexpected could happen that you're like, I did not see this coming. But overall, it's a very like sensual month. There's a lot of sensuality. There's a lot of sexuality. That's a lot of if you're here for it, like sex drive energy, that's with this month. If you're not here for that, a lot of empowerment energy. This is a big, let's just get to it. Oh my gosh. And the other thing is we have a full moon in your sign, Virgo. So with that said, this is a big month for you. This is a huge month for you. There's a lot happening. Let's just get started. There's so much happening this month. And if you are new to my channel, after I do your spread, I break it down week by week, and I tell you everything that's happening for you every week. You might want to take notes. This is, again, a really big month, but I'm just going to tell you the big things that you should know. And, of course, I'm going to pull a lot more cards after your main spread. So with that said, Virgo, let's get started. See what's going on for you. Again, this is for Virgo and Virgo rising. And if you do want to read for your moon and your Venus, you're absolutely welcome to. They are huge pivotal player if you know your birth chart for this month. But with that said, Virgo, let's get started. See what's going on for you for February 2024. Now, Virgo, like I said earlier, I do a traditional occultic cross spread. It really does offer the best overview, in my opinion. If we need to pull clarifiers, we'll pull clarifiers. Virgo, secondly, you're amazing. Thanks so much. I love y'all. You know that. I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. And wow, this is going to be a month. Okay. Now, here's the thing. There's a lot happening this month. And so let's dive right in. You're good, but you're gonna have to face some things, okay? You got the High Priestess. Love it. I love this for you. Okay. This is really nice. This is really nice because there is a sense of like knowing who you are and feeling in your element and just really being in tune with your emotional side, your intuitive side, mostly your intuitive side. The High Priestess does come out. There's like a lot of like, she does come out when she's saying, hey, go within. You have all the answers within you. You don't have to worry. You don't have to stress. Stay in touch with your intuition. Listen to your, inner voice. Be in touch with your higher self. You'll be fine. You'll be great. A lot of, when I talk about that intuition, you see the sliver of the moon at her feet, even her headdress, like, the different phases of the moon. So really, really tapping into your intuition is going to be a big thing. And a lot of you are already feeling it. Remember, Jupiter did go direct at the beginning of, the end of 2023, but I say that because Jupiter is in Taurus in your 9th house of spirituality, of, the higher mind and your belief system too. Even education is a thing, like higher education. If that may be something like a lot of y'all may be learning something new, but it could be spiritually related, learning a lot about you too. Even being a little bit more like having a lot more faith in like your spirituality and even like divination. Like those are all things like in the ninth house. But this is really great because look, hi, hello. You have the Ace of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. In the heart of your spread, Virgo. And mind you, this is a monthly reading, not a weekly reading. This is good. This is big. This is huge. The biggest pentacle in the deck. I mean, come on. In the hand of spirit, offering it to you. You see that golden pathway. Do you see the archway? It really is indicating this gateway into this next chapter in your life with money, with wealth, okay? Pentacles are also earthbound, so your physical reality. But this is also very grounding. I really love this for you. This is absolutely amazing. You're good. You're good. Again, there is going to be something that you may be thinking about, and it looks like it might be partnerships, relationships. It could be love, romance. It can be career. Something to think about, because you did get the Knight of Cups in your challenge area. And so he is the knight in shining armor. This is someone who you can see him extending the cup. So he does want to share that cup, right, with someone else, but it doesn't mean you have to. It's like the Knight of Cups, knights are all, they're all about action, right? They're all about moving forward. So it can be like this sense of like, what's going to fulfill you emotionally? All right. It can be a big passion of yours. A lot of creative energy with the Knight of Cups as well. Okay. You even see the wings of imagination, right, on his helmet and his shoes. But this is what's really interesting here is that the Knight of Cups is Pisces. Okay. You even see the fish on his armor here. Now, Saturn, like I said, really big thing that's happening this month. Saturn and Pisces is just a big thing for all year for you. Anyway, it is your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. So there could be something that you may be reconsidering, rethinking about partnerships, relationships. Can be work, can be love, can be your neighbor. I mean, there's just what's that one-on-one relationship that may be on your mind, right? The other thing is like there could be a sense of like you maybe feeling a little bit uninterested moving forward with something that could have been you could have been like really passionate about, or something that like, you know, emotionally fulfilled you. And now it's almost like, I don't know. It could also be someone in your life that may be exhibiting like traits like that. Like they may be going through something where you're just like, why are you being so like that right now? So just keep your eyes on that. It really is like I did say he is a knight in shining armor. This month there is so much like love energy and sexual energy too. And intimacy energy is a big thing, but keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. You did get the 10 of Wands in your crown. So it does seem like there may be a little bit of like heft to it. There may be a little bit of like, okay, this is a little burdensome now. I just want to get through this. I want to get over this. I want to get past this. So there could be this sense of like you wanting to move forward, and it can be something home related. You know, this is actually, you know, home or career. Wands are all about your passion. So that's first and foremost, but really like have a strong connotation to career, to enterprise, to work and jobs, but also your ideas, creativity. Again, a big thing for you that could be happening in the sense that like maybe there are some blockages and you're just like, or maybe you're like distracting yourself from things that you have to face. And it's, you need to be creative about getting out of that. But even still, the reason why I say home is because this is a Sagittarius card, and that was a big thing for y'all for a while, and it still may be on your mind, something about home. Okay, Sagittarius does rule your fourth house of home, of family, of children, of, you know, your domestic relationships, your domestic life, even like foundations of your life. So there may be like this a sense of like heft and like heaviness. So really recognize that. All right. There is this finish line and you just want to get to it, but it seems like there's something new that's brewing for you this month. That's really nice. Okay. And again, there's going to be a lot of like rebirth energy this month for you. All right. Especially with these conjunctions. Now, the reason why I'm still harping on this partnerships relationship thing is because you did get the Two of Swords. It is attributed to Moon in Libra, okay, which rules partnerships and relationships. So there may be something there. Okay, again, it doesn't have to be love. It can be career. It can be just a one-on-one even in friendship or whatever. But even if that does not resonate with you, this being in the root of your spread is really definitely saying there is something where you may have to really go within and hold on to that intuitive energy, because that's going to make all the difference now. All right. You do see the moon in the background here too, right? So hold on to that high priestess energy. That it could be some like emotional stuff coming up this month, and it's a good time to just remove yourself a little bit and have tap into that. Remember, you have Jupiter, the planet of expansion and prosperity and good fortune, good luck, in your ninth house of spirituality. So really utilize that. And you may feel a lot of that too. You may feel this expansion, but I want you to be comfortable to the point where you can take off this blindfold, where you can make those decisions. And maybe even like a decision, especially with the Ace of Pentacles here, leaving one thing for something new that's coming through. Okay. And that may be that big decision you have to make, how to make that adjustment, or maybe it's something surprising. So many surprising things that could happen this month, especially with Uranus being very active now. But definitely at the end of the day, it just really is asking, go within, because you have the Eight of Swords in your future. You've got the only two cards in tarot where they are wearing a blindfold. So ask yourself, am I being true to myself? Am I being authentic? Am I really, really seeing things for what they are? Am I hiding from things? Am I distracting myself from things? Ask yourself that. Face all the truth that you need to face. You see, this is a card, we call it the self-victim card, where she's put herself there, right? She's put herself in this position where she thinks she built this like fortress with these swords, where the reality is it's a prison, okay? And the swords are the mental state, right? So prison of her thoughts and refusing to see things, okay? So there could be a moment that you have that, okay? Just trust your intuition. Her feet are free. You can walk out anytime you want out of this, okay? And so it is a month where Aquarius season is very cerebral, right? And so it is in your sixth house, and you rule the sixth house. So just clarified. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my, Virgo. Okay, so I don't make this up. You saw me shuffle the deck. When I was talking about all this partnership energy and how that's still a big thing and how you're going to feel a lot of it, it truly is now crystal clear. It is going to be that something that has to do with partnerships and relationships for y'all. And it can be love, but it also can be career. What resonates with you? Could it be also like your self-worth and your self-value? Okay. Could also be with a friend, but there is like, you get out of that headspace, you're good. There's so much love coming your way. This is soulmate energy. This is twin flame energy. You got to get out of that headspace, okay? Maybe like fearing things. Maybe even fearing the next step in a relationship. Maybe even fearing like, this leaving one relationship for another one. There is so much change here. So, you have the Ace of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. You have the 10 of Wands. 10 is the end. 1, 0 equals 1. New beginning. So you also have this 2 of Swords where you got to make this decision. There's this like almost like duality, tug of war, emotional, very emotional, but you being in your head about something. But again, once you walk out, you're good. But again, a lot of it can be you're in your head because of, I got to make a decision about a relationship. I mean, this cannot be clear as day. The fact that you have the 2 of Swords, which I said, Moon in Libra, you have the partnership card, you have Knight of Cups, partnerships, and your challenge area. This is going to be a big month of partnerships and relationships. But just hold on to this High Priestess energy, and you are going to be fine. Let's get to your stuff. Virgo, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A lot of self-love though. I want you to know that. That is something that's coming through. And I really want you to know that it is something that, even just looking at your spread here. Yeah, it's you're going to be in your head about some things. And this is a big month. It's not like, these conjunctions are very powerful. There's going to be change. It's guaranteed. You're going to have big change in February, Virgo. Okay. Gosh, I'm like your mom. I'm like, okay, okay, I'll stop. Let's get to your stuff. Let's see what's going on here. So look, you got you got the Page of Swords. So this is actually good because you got the Page of Swords and the 6 of Swords. So there is a sense of like are going to be moving forward in this mental way. Pages usher in this new change. Swords are, remember I said the mental suit, but logic, but also truth is a big thing with swords. And there's this enthusiasm and eagerness, and just he's a sponge. He's a sponge. He wants to learn new things and move in this new direction and find power in wielding that sword. You know, with great power comes great responsibility, right? So the Six of Swords now. Very interesting. This card is actually attributed to Mercury in Aquarius, and Mercury will be in Aquarius. Very, very interesting. But this is moving forward. Look at my finger, turbulent waters. Look at the direction they're going into the promised land, into the Maldives, right? Just this better place. Look how there's no undulation right here in the sea where they're going. Okay, so moving forward, but mostly in a mental capacity. So you have the biggest potential to get out of the headspace if you find yourself in it. Okay, if you find yourself in it, because you also got the Hierophant. I mean, can your spread get any more rare, Virgo? Any more rare? You just got the pair, the Hierophant and the High Priestess. The spiritual energy that's coming through is really strong. Trust your intuition. Just really tap into that now. Remember, you have Jupiter and Taurus in your 9th house of spirituality, and the Hierophant is Taurus. And come on. He is the connector between the divine and our physical reality. This is someone who, he wears a triple crown. He's standing between the two columns. These are, gray in tarot's wisdom, by the way. So a lot of wisdom here as well. But wow, like you just being in this place of empowerment, there is a sense of like community too. But even still, you have the Nine of Swords in your final outcome. So you have the Eight of Swords and then the Nine of Swords. Very interesting here, okay? With the Two of Swords as well. And also the Six. You have a lot of swords. So a lot of like, it could be like a very cerebral month for you. A lot going on up here, all right? But here's the thing. And I'm not surprised when you think about like how we had that full moon in Leo, right? That was in your 12th house that you may still feel like in the beginning of February, and that's up here in the subconscious. But there you go. That's a lot more of just like unrooting things. A lot of it is going to be career, partnerships and career. But this is something where I want you to see this. You see the comforter. So it works both ways. You can have a lot of comfort in dwelling on things. And, there's a lot of see like this guy sitting in bed with his hands over his face. Like you got to ask, like, is he regretting something? Did he do something wrong? Did someone do something wrong to him? Whatever the case is, pull the swords out one by one. Don't let them weigh you down. Don't let them make you sit up at night losing sleep over something. The comforter has all these beautiful roses in it. It has all these amazing astrological symbols that indicates like you can find comfort getting out of bed too and facing tomorrow and doing the things that you need to do to move forward. Okay. So you're definitely going to have to make a big decision. This is possibly one of the biggest months of decision for you, but I'll even clarify that. Oh my gosh. Virgo, why are you looking at me like that? I'm just joking. Hey, I don't need to say anything here. You've had some rare spreads. You know that, right? You just got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. I mean, in your final outcome, I mean, everything here is saying you get out of that headspace. That's what's holding you back. If you're up here, what did I say? Go here. Or here, where your pineal gland is. Intuition, okay? Intuition. Trust your intuition. If you find yourself being in your head too much, find that balance, okay? It doesn't have to be all up here. It can be here, your heart, your spirit, all of it. Mind, body, spirit, right? Ace of Wands. So there's definitely something new coming through this month. It is clear as day, and it can be work-related, career-related, money-related. You see you have the Ace of Wands. Hey, I mean, these are your passions now coming to fruition. These are the things that you want. This is work-related as well. Remember, aces bring that new beginning, new opportunities. This is amazing. It's just you are maybe in your head. You just need to get out of your head and trust your intuition a little bit more. And you have this beautiful partnership waiting for you. this beautiful partnership writing for you. To be honest, some of y'all may be coming out of some sort of relationship, ending something for a new one, and that could be the source of you maybe thinking about things. Maybe you don't want to regret things, especially with the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords, but you're gonna have to make this decision. But as long as you trust your instincts or intuition, go with your gut, be in touch with your higher self, like I said, you're gonna be fine, 1000% fine. You have Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, and the two really most important, to be honest, the most important parts of your spread. Let's do this. Okay, so Virgo, let's break it down week by week, the first week of February. And remember, we will talk about these more in depth in the weekly readings, because this is just too much happening even in the first week. We kick it off with Mercury entering Aquarius. This is a big deal. This is very forward thinking. Speaking like having intelligent conversations, even thinking logically, and even just in a way that's like confident, like just being very original and authentic in the way that you think about things and see things, but also like say things, like communicating, right? This is honestly like thinking outside the box, okay? Don't be square, Virgo. This is thinking outside the box. This is very Aquarius, all right? Now, on the 5th, Mercury conjuncting Pluto. This is insane. This is really big. There's so much power in words. There's like a level of like depth, right, that comes with Mercury conjuncting Pluto. This is all about your thinking, your thought process, logic, communicating. You can be very curious about something and explore it on this really deep level. Pluto offers this depth, this intimacy that I was talking about, even uncovering some secrets and truth around this time. This is a big conjunction, but this is really just you thinking about your future and having almost like this big moment, this almost like reset for you. Now, on the 7th, Venus trining Uranus. Such a big deal. This is Venus, love, beauty. This is money. Venus represents money too. Don't forget that. But trining Uranus, wow, this is something that's going to like almost like glorify your soul. This is so nice. And this is a time where there may be something new that's happening for you. There may be something unexpected that you surprise yourself. You're like, I really enjoy this new hobby, or maybe this is a new relationship that's spring around this time, or it could just be some new like shiny object that you're just like, I love this. I'm really compelled. Remember Venus's creativity too. Very social aspects. So definitely go out there if you are single, by the way, because Mars is sextiling Neptune this day too. So this is amazing. This is very like a lot of spiritual energy that you are definitely going to feel around this time. Okay, a lot of spiritual energy around this, especially and if you are, I mean, this is such a like, if you are single, by the way, this is the time. Now on the 8th, the Sun squares Uranus. We're going to talk about this more later, but this is when things may be like, there could be this wall that you have to break through, and it's clearly going to be up here for y'all. But also remember that this is going to be, Uranus is in your 9th house. So that, again, that is your spirituality. It's your belief system. It's the way that you see things. So again, yeah, there could be some changes in that, because now on the 9th, we have a new moon in Aquarius. And remember, we have the Sun squaring Uranus, and Aquarius is ruling planet. So with that said, this is a big week, a very big week. But I love that Venus trine Uranus and Mercury conjunct Pluto. Let's see what's going on for you, Virgo, for the first week of February. You got the moon during the new moon in Aquarius. It's going to be a big one. And I can't even like begin to tell you the partnership energy that is hugely apparent in your spread. The moon in tarot attributed to Pisces. Again, your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. I can't even. So there could be some like emotions you're feeling around this week, something that you're going to really have to think about and really go within. Okay. Really do some, remember I said there's this level of depth, and it's like your soul glorified now. Really get to that point. Okay. You even see, I'm going to show you something here. You see the hermit's face in the moon. Okay. The hermit who does that like deep soul searching, right? But you have the Hierophant and the High Priestess. I feel like if you take that action, you're going to be fine. You're going through some big changes, and there's also going to be some emotional changes that you may feel. Just don't feel distressed. There's some distress associated with the card of the moon, like kind of like facing, like it's time to like face some fears. That's what Pluto does. But you have the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords, but you see all the positive outcomes that come if you can move past that, right? So it's really just evolving at this point. Now, second week of February, Mars moves into Aquarius on the 12th. We'll talk about this. This is big. This is really big. You could actually feel like that authentic side, like this feeling a little bit free, but like even like wild, like it's almost like there is almost with Mars in Aquarius, it can be like a little bit aggressive. Mars, Venus is going to move into Aquarius. It's going to soften it, but this is just like that rebellious side maybe coming out, independent side coming out as well. But Venus will sextile Neptune on the 13th. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up, if you celebrate Valentine's Day, obviously it's on the 14th. Venus sextiling Neptune on the 13th. This is love. This is compassion. This is a very dreamy day, all about romance. All about romance, okay? Now, when I say romance, it doesn't have to be love, okay? It can be like you're being romantic toward the arts or travel or whatever resonates with you around this time. It's going to be really nice. Just think about what's going to inspire you. Like really hold on to this energy because the same day, Mars will conjunct Pluto. I can't even downplay this. This is huge. This is drive. This is you being absolutely driven. This is you. This is me time. This is all about you. Very, very energetic. Really just like nothing can stop me now. You going toward your goals. And yeah, big sex drive that comes with Mars conjuncting Pluto, especially the same day that Venus is sextiling Neptune. Okay, so if you are here for that, but again, a lot of think desire if you're not here for, like strong desire toward the things that you want. Now, how rare is this? Mars conjuncting Pluto? It's not going to happen again until 2026. Take advantage. Take advantage. Now, I'm going to tell you why it's going to be really, really big because just, and you will feel this on Valentine's Day. Again, even though it's happening on the 13th, this is powerful. On the 17th, just a few days later, Venus conjuncts Pluto. I mean, this is so, your desires on this really intense, deep level now. Venus conjuncting Pluto is really, really big. And remember, it doesn't have to be love and, intimacy. It can be money. All right. Because Venus represents, money and rules money, but it can even be friendship. This is happening in Aquarius. Just even like service to others. Remember, this is all in your sixth house. So helping others. Remember, Aquarius is a humanitarian. But Venus, so this is also a really big deal. Very rare aspect. It's going to happen at the end of this year one more time. But then because it's happening at the end of the year, we're not having it in 2025. You will definitely feel this throughout the year. The other thing that's happening is on the 14th, the moon in Taurus conjuncting Jupiter. Oh, this is on Valentine's Day that I forgot. So this is happening on Valentine's Day. Amazing. This is on the 14th. A lot of luck here. And for you, it could be spirituality. You feel an expansion there. Something with long distance travel could be here. Something with publishing could be happening around this time. Now on the 16th, Mercury squares Uranus. So now we have the Sun squaring Uranus, Mercury squaring Uranus. 16th, don't sign any contracts. And it's also like a time where you may hear surprising news. Uranus, again, is all about surprises. And it's almost like be careful about how you speak as well, because on the same day, Venus is moving into Aquarius, and it's very social, but it's also very free spirited. Remember, there's that independent energy and rebellious energy that comes with Aquarius as well. So just keep that in mind. There is like a lot of like, more of like a mental movement here in terms of your desires. But anyway, you see that there's just so much happening. Okay. This is the second week. We officially move into Pisces season on the 18th. All right. So now you see all this build up. All right. That's your 7th house. Partnerships, relationships. So with that said, Virgo, let's see what's going on for you for the second week of February. Oh, you got the Two of Pentacles. Again, there is that big, it's like, I'm getting like, should I stay? Should I go energy? But for some of y'all, it may just be like, I need to really prioritize one thing over another. There could also be now like something that you're juggling, multitasking. Again, don't do something in a way that's distracting yourself, right? Do it in a way where you're working with that energy. Secondly, yes, it can be now you're juggling, like you get a job offer, or you get this new opportunity, or you get this new relationship come through, or something coming through where it's just like, I've got to figure out what I'm going to do, because you have the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. What time is it? Out of my curiosity, I'm just going to clarify that because I'm just curious. You're good. You're good. And if you are a subscriber, my mom's a Virgo, so I always like, yeah. But you got the Wheel of Fortune. You're good. Just trust your intuition. Trust your intuition in any decision that you have to make this week, because clarified, you got the Wheel of Fortune, the card of good luck, new beginnings, changes. It is a 10. When 0 equals 1, it's card 10, right? So this wheel is constantly turning, okay? It's usually attached to karma, so working with your karma too. But you're good. This is a card where it's like the gods above looking down at you and saying, that Virgo, we're really putting them through the ringer, making them think about a lot of things. Let's give them a break. Let's, when they make that decision, we're going to just fast track them. The decision that they make is truly like a gift. Okay. This is huge. All right. This is the universe pushing you on this, fast tracking you on your path to enlightenment. This is absolutely, and this is a card of luck. So third week, okay. Oh my goodness. We write this down in your calendar, Virgo. Come on. 21st, Venus conjuncting Mars. Yes, you heard me right. You know what happens when Venus and Mars gets together, those two lovebirds tangoing. This is, again, sure, a lot of sexual energy here if you're not here for that. A lot of just creativity too, a lot of just actions, you just being emotionally moved, just so much happening for you, so much happening for you. You could feel very driven around this time. Now, how rare is Venus conjuncting Mars? Well, have you seen it happen since I started this channel? The next time that it happens, January 2026. That's right, 2 years from now. Take advantage. Take advantage. You have to put things into action. You have to make those decisions. You got to put things into action, but you have all this power to do it here. Now, on the 22nd, Mercury moves into Pisces again, which is in your 7th house of partnerships, relationships. The 24th, here we are, Virgo. Full moon in your sign. Full moon in your sign. What I love about this full moon, we'll talk about it more in your weekly reading. What I love about this full moon, Jupiter will be trining it. Hello. Hello. Let's get ready. Get ready to let some things go, to commit to new things, okay? That's what's happening during this full moon, and you see it happening in your spread. So, Virgo, let's see what's going on for you for the third week of February. I knew I kind of had this idea that was going to go. You got this. So you did get the Six of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards. This is an absolutely amazing card. I love this card. You're good. You're good. This is amazing. This is a lot of gratitude, a lot of, speaking of like service to others, right? With all this activity in your 6th house and you being the native ruler of that, you known to being the person that people come to, that people, you help others, right? This is what this card is. It's generosity. It's gratitude. If you're seeking it, that's coming in now. Okay. This is really amazing. Really, really, really nice. I love this for you. 6 is the heart of the tree of life. You know that, a lot of harmony there. Now, the last week of me and my shuffling skills, the last week of February. Now, oh my goodness, so much happening this week. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the one day that I really want you to know is the 28th. Okay. Not only will the sun conjunct Mercury, so we have a Mercury Cazimi. We have this refresh this day. You're gonna feel this big refresh. We have Mercury conjuncting Saturn and the sun conjuncting Saturn. Yes, we have a Saturn Cazimi in your 7th house of, you got it, partnerships and relationships. This is very powerful. This is very powerful. This is a reset button, a refresh button. There is something new happening. You will be rewarded through any hardships, anything that you've been going through. You will, Saturn rewards. You go, you hold in there. you will be rewarded. Okay. So a lot of confidence here, a lot of like wanting to take on responsibilities and really having like this sense of accomplishment for the things that you're working toward and feeling just very driven to succeed. And then actually the next day, Mercury sextiles Jupiter. This is amazing. This is like, sign away. All right. Sign away. This is a great day for signing contracts, having important conversations, negotiating, pitching things, having a job interview. I mean, this is like next level. Anyway, this is a big week. As you know, this Saturn Kazemi, it only happens once a year. Only happens. This is your moment. Okay. And again, a lot of partnership, relationship activity. So let's see what's going on for you, Virgo, for the last week of February. Wow. Oh my gosh. You're good. You're good. You're good. There is a sense of rebirth that I said was happening, right? Now, the star is the sense of rebirth here too, because the star comes after the tower, right? And so there you go. This is your hopes and wishes. This is the stars aligning for you. This is absolutely amazing. Now, if you want to break it down a little more, you see there's 8 stars. Okay. As I've mentioned in the past, 2024 is a year of 8, but 8 is all about wealth and abundance and prosperity and success. 8 stars. And look, they're all 8 pointed. Okay. Also referencing the card 8, the strength card, right? So a lot of strength that comes here, a lot of wisdom, a lot of healing, a lot of like, like everything's just working for you and everything growing in the world, in your world. I can't even. And this is an Aquarius card. Okay. Remember, there is all of this activity happening in Aquarius for you this month, but, you're good. You're absolutely good. This is Virgo. Listen, here's the thing. There's so much alluding to of partnerships, relationships. Seems like something new is coming through. You do have all of these. You do have a decision to make. You may be in your headspace a little bit more than you should, but remember, trust your intuition. But a lot of partnership, relationship activity that's just one-on-one. But there is remember, don't forget Ace of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. Ace of Wands in your final outcome. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Star. The Two of Cups. You're good. You're good. Okay, just work with that energy. You're gonna have changes this month. Okay, you're gonna have big changes. I would even say this is one of the biggest life-changing months for you, looking at everything that's happening. And again, we're going to talk more about it in detail when we get to the weeklies, but thanks so much, Virgo. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, talk to me, tell me what's going on. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much. Next week we'll talk more about so much happening for you. This full moon in Virgo is going to be really big for you too. All right, thanks so much, Virgo. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.